Silence feels heavy for a reason. Not because silence is empty, but because silence makes things louder. The thoughts you kept avoiding, the feelings you buried under noise, the truth you did not want to hear. That is why so many people stay busy. They scroll, they play something, they keep a voice in the room. They answer messages they do not care about. They chase one more task. They fill every quiet second with sound. Because silence removes the distraction. And once the distraction is gone, what is left is you. Your grief, your fear, your anger, your loneliness, your unfinished thoughts, your private disappointments, your tired heart, your silent exhaustion, your unspoken questions, your old wounds that never fully closed, your memories you thought had already faded, your ache that keeps changing its name. Silence does not create these things, it reveals them. That is why silence can feel unbearable. It is not attacking you. It is exposing what was already waiting underneath. Many people say they want peace, but what they really want is comfort without confrontation. They want calm without meeting themselves inside it. But real silence does not flatter you. It does not entertain you. It does not help you escape. It simply hands you back to yourself. And that is why some people fear it. Because when the noise stops, the performance stops too. You can no longer pretend you are fine just because you're functioning. You can no longer confuse motion with healing. You can no longer call distraction a life. You can no longer hide behind constant stimulation. You can no longer outrun what has been quietly following you. Silence asks a harder question. What is still hurting when no one is watching? What truth keeps returning every time the room gets quiet? What part of you has been waiting to be heard? Not fixed, not judged, just finally heard? What sadness have you been calling strength? What emptiness have you been calling independence? This is why silence feels heavy, not because it is cruel, but because it is honest. And honesty is heavy when you have been surviving on avoidance. Still, silence is not your enemy. It only feels sharp because it touches what noise was covering. If you can stay there, even for a moment, if you can stop running long enough to listen, if you can let the silence speak before you rush to mute it, if you can resist the urge to fill every space, silence slowly changes. What first felt like pressure becomes clarity. What first felt like emptiness becomes recognition. What first felt unbearable becomes a place where you can finally tell the truth. Not to the world, to yourself. And maybe that is the real reason silence matters. Because healing rarely begins when life gets louder. It begins when you stop drowning yourself in sound and finally hear what your soul has been saying all along. Silence is where denial weakens. Silence is where buried pain rises. Silence is where false strength falls apart. Silence is where real healing begins. Silence is where you notice what your habits were hiding. Silence is where the heart admits what the mouth refused to say. Silence is where you stop performing and start returning. So if silence feels heavy, do not be ashamed. It does not always mean you're broken. Sometimes it means something important inside you has been waiting for the noise to end.